In today's lecture of e-commerce, we will study about the business process management. We will cover the topic concepts of business process management and business process re-engineering. What is business process management? Business process management is a combination of modeling, automation, execution, control, measurement, and optimization of business activity flows in support of enterprise goals spanning systems, employees, customers, and partners within and beyond the enterprise boundaries. Modeling means that they would identify, define, and make a representation of the complete process to support communication about the process. There is no single standard way to model, but the model must encompass the process. Automation refers to the work that is done in advance to ensure the smooth execution of the process instantly. In many cases, this means writing software, but it might include building machinery or even creating signage to direct participants. Execution, meaning that instances of a process are performed or enacted, which may include automated aspects. Conceptually, the process instance executes itself, following the BPM practitioner's model, but unfolding independent of the BPM practitioner. Control means that there is some aspect of making sure that process follows the designed course. This can be strict control and enforcement, or it might be loose control in the form of guidelines, training, and manual practices. Measurement means that effort is taken to quantitatively determine how well the process is working in terms of serving the needs of customers. Optimization means that the discipline of BPM is an ongoing activity that builds over time to steadily improve the measures of the process. Improvement is relative to the goals of the organization and ultimately in terms of meeting the needs of customers. Enterprise is used here simply to mean a business organization. Any organization where people are working together to meet common goals. It does not need to be exceptionally large and it does not need to be for profit. This is called the business process management, in which we need to modeling, automate, execution, control, measurement, optimization, and enterprise is required. Business process reengineering is the examination and redesigning of business process to achieve the dramatic improvement in its performance, productivity, and quality. Thus, the business process reengineering is collection of interrelated tasks or activities designed to accomplish the specified outcome. The business process reengineering comprises of following steps. The number one is define objectives and framework, identify customer needs, study the existing process, formulate a redesign plan, implement the redesign plan. This comes in the business process re-engineering. So the objectives and framework of business process re-engineering is the objective must be defined in the quantitative and qualitative terms. Whenever we need to process any business, we must identify the quantity and qualitative terms. Objectives are the end results that the management desires after the re-engineering. When we are doing a re-engineering of any process, what should be the quantity, and after that re-engineering process, what should be the quality will come. That must be calculated. Once the objectives are defined, the need for change should be well communicated to the employees because the success of BPI depends on the readiness of the employees to accept the change. Identify customer needs while redesigning the business process. The needs of the customers must be taken into prior consideration. The process shall be redesigned in such a way that it clearly provides the added value to the customer. One must take the following parameters into the consideration: type of customer and customer groups, customers expected utilities in product and services, customer requirements, buying habits and consuming tendencies, customer problems and expectations about the product or service. So in business process re-engineering, we need to identify the customer needs, what is the expectation of the customer, and if we are fully fulfilling the expectation of a customer, is the customer is able to buy, if is the customer pocket is allowing to accept that modification. If not, then we must do the modifications or re-engineering uh, within the customer's limit. Okay. And customer problems and expectations about the product or services must be included in the re-engineering. Then study the existing process before deciding on the changes to be made in the existing business process. One must analyze it carefully. The existing process provides a base for the new process, and hence what and why of the new process can be well designed by studying the right and wrongs of the existing business plan. Next is formulate a redesigned business plan. Once the existing business process is studied thoroughly, the required changes are written down on a piece of paper and is converted into an ideal redesign process. Here, all the changes are chalked down and the best among all the alternatives is selected. Fifth is implement the redesign. Finally, the changes are implemented into the redesign plan to achieve the dramatic improvements. It is the responsibility of both the management and the designer to operationalize the new process and gain the support of all. And then we have a customer relationship management, CRM. Customer relationship management means customer understanding and relationship management. CRM is a technology for managing all companies' relationships and interactions with customers and potential customers. The CRM system helps companies stay connected to customers, streamline processes, and improve profitability. The CRM includes marketing. In marketing, we have to run campaigns, generate leads, and form a database. In sales, we have to assign leads, qualify leads, convert leads, and track opportunities. In orders, we need to deliver the products and produce invoices. In support, manage cases, conduct training, provide services, develop knowledge base, and on-call services must be provided in the support. This is all comes under the customer relationship management. So these are the references for the today's topic. And in the next lecture, we will start to study the call center operations, purpose of functions, mode of operations component like telephony, web application servers, and middleware desktop applications. So overall, in the next topic, we will study about the what is call center and how call center operates in a